It is a 42-38 count for the UP Fighting Maroons over the UST Growling Tigers, who had a 10-point lead earlier in this game. A 16-2 run by the UP Fighting Maroons gave us this halftime score. For those who missed that fast-paced first half, Coach Ronnie, how would you describe that to people?
Well, it was created because of the numerous turnovers that happened to UP in the first quarter, and that fueled the transition plays para sa UST. And that's why early on they had 9 points off turnovers, but eventually in the second quarter, UP did not give up a single point of a turnover. Instead, UP had a commanding 18-0 advantage in terms of inside scoring in the second period. Malaking bagay na wala si CJ Cancino. That was a huge handicap suffered by UST. But that was the cue for UP to pick up the pace, get into the fast break lanes. And that's the reason why, even if they were behind in terms of perimeter scoring and bench scoring and even offensive rebounding, they shot the ball better. But more than that, they got the ball inside, got the ball closer to the basket. But at the end of the day, it's all about making the defensive stops against the two superior scorers para sa UST in Subido and Marvin Lee.
And Bright Acueti, who came back in that second quarter after committing 2 personal fouls in the first, was able to stay away from foul trouble.
He has to.
Oh, and part of the reason why, obviously, UP came back in that game, and he contributed not only in terms of the points, but you see him hauling down those rebounds, finishing those plays from a defensive end, and after the 3-point shots were being jacked up, and now they have a 4-point lead here at the half. All right, let's get a report from Makayla Chavez, hopefully not only in terms of the team, but also on CJ Cancino. Makayla, please tell us.
Boom and Ronnie, indeed a very saddening event just had happened as CJ Cancino buckled on his way to attack the basket. He currently is feeling intense pain at his left knee, and according to PD coach Marvin Pangilingan, it is still uncertain if he could be seen in action in today's game. He is currently being observed by team doctors, and we are just hoping that this is just a mild sprain. The probability of maximizing their potential in terms of offense and defense, Boom and Ronnie, is high enough to dominate the ground. Coach Alden Ayo's words serve as their fuel. He said, "Walang bibitaw, this win is feasible." Now, with the uncertainty if CJ Cancino can still play, the Tigers promise to stay even stronger and more confident come the next half of the game. Boom and Ronnie.
Thank you very much, Makayla. That's the update that we were waiting for. And again, our prayers go out to CJ that it's not as bad as it looks, but we're also thinking that he probably should not return to this game after not only that seemingly knee injury, but the numerous falls that he's had might have contributed to that because of his ankle right now being fragile.
Well, we're hoping for the best for one of our best first-year players. So much promise, so much potential. And he has been a huge key why UST from 1 win last year has already won 5 games and are still in a position sana for a hunt in the Final Four.
In the meantime, the other team on the hunt for a Final Four, the UP Fighting Maroons, ending up with a 16-2 run. Sam Corrales has this report.
Boom and Ronnie, there's nothing in there that we don't know. These were the words Coach Bo Persol has been reminding the Fighting Maroons throughout this game. He reminded the players that they have to defend the 3-point shooters of UST and locate them right away, especially since we cannot afford to give them those points. On the offensive end, the team was reminded to attack in transition and keep the pace. And this was exactly what you guys were talking about earlier, Boom and Ronnie. Let's see how the Fighting Maroons will respond to this playoff-like atmosphere here in Araneta. And back in the dugout, the boys were shouting, "Let's do it again." Back to you, Boom and Ronnie.
A playoff-like atmosphere talaga. Thank you very much, Sam. And dahil nga, sabi ko, Coach Ronnie kanina, stakes are high.
Well, games-wise, sir, 2 games remaining, 2 more quarters to get to 7 wins. But it's not going to be easy against a resilient unit coached by a UAAP champion mentor and Coach Alden Ayo.
All right, balik